In our modern-day environment, fossil fuel and liquid gas have become an integral part of our daily lives. Modern technology has made these fuels and gases accessible to all mankind. But large production processes and rapid growth have brought with them the risk of fire and explosion, and the resulting loss of human life and material assets. Safety engineering and current legislation are often out of date. Statistics show us that the loss of lives and assets from explosions caused by fires or by fires caused by explosions are increasingly more common than other types of accidents. Recently, modern technology has led to the development of an effective system to completely eliminate the risk of explosions, a system that is available to all as a result of a revolutionary new product, Explo Control. Explo Control takes the form of a netting and balls that are used to protect vehicles and existing deposits. If we employ Explo Control in fuel deposits, the risk of explosions completely disappears, while on-site repairs can be made without having to remove the fuel and of course eliminating the bothersome and costly method of degasifying the deposits before repairs and saving on possible loss of fuel. Explo Control does not react with fuel. It is an ecological product that prevents leaked fuel from contaminating the environment or subterranean water. The enormous conductivity of aluminium prevents the formation of hot points. Explosions in fuel deposits take place when a large amount of energy is released in a very short time. This effect is the result of an exponential type chain reaction which almost instantaneously leads to the uncontrolled combustion. Explo Control mechanically regulates the reaction speed without altering the chemical properties of the fuel. Its hexagonal cells hold back with an onion layer effect the kinetic energy of the explosive advance of gas from the time of ignition. Apart from this kinetic effect, the netting provides extraordinary thermal conductivity that absorbs and distributes the calorific energy, preventing the formation of hot points. This prevents an initial chain reaction. The gas enclosed in the deposit is then removed from contact with the stoichiometric mixture, and since the air is rarefied, the danger of explosion disappears. Combustion is similar to a fuse effect, and gas can only ignite at filler necks or due to possible fissures produced by such accidents as impacts, excessive pressure, fatigue, etc. When the netting is employed in a deposit, the flames are insignificant. Explo Control is an aluminium alloy with which fuel tanks are filled, employing the principle of heat conductivity. This completely eliminates the danger inherent in tanks that store and transport fuel. When the netting is withdrawn, the proportions of the fire of a deposit which does not contain Explo Control can be seen. When the netting is put in the deposit again, the flames are controlled. Since Explo Control prevents the splashing of nearby deposits, the distance between storage tanks can be reduced, producing major savings in the design of storage installations. In vehicles protected by Explo Control, the risk of explosions produced by fire completely disappears. Overheating of the deposit that increases fuel tank pressure, bursting, and then producing the boiling liquid expanded vapor explosion. The risk of explosion produced by impacts or poor handling also disappears, since flames can be put out by simple manual techniques. Here we can see the safety that Explo Control confers on a 10,000-liter tank of petrol that is filled with burning fuel without any risk of explosion. The deposit is also protected by Explo Control. When the tank suffers from an accident, the flames will only emit from the crack produced by the impact. With Explo Control, the risk of explosion caused by a flechette or an igniter or tracer bullet will disappear. Explo control prevents brusque transfers of fuel, and the risk of destabilization of the vehicle transporting the fuel disappears. A tank protected with Explo control must be correctly filled with the product. Loss in volume is only between 1 and 1.5%. A 100-liter deposit protected by Explo control can contain 99 liters. Its weight is 0.33 grams per 10 protected liters. Here a test is made with 2 bottles of butane gas protected by Explo control. When the pressure is increased inside the bottle, the gas is released through the safety valves. The fire darts freed by the bottles overheat the steel in non-refrigerated zones due to the effects of the now evaporated liquid. The aluminum material distributes the heat evenly, preventing hot points and possible explosions. The intense heat has deformed the bottles. Here are 2 bottles without Explo control. Hot points are produced that weaken the metal. As a rift is produced in the bottle, the liquid butane is overheated, nucleates, and finally results in a boiling liquid expanded vapor explosion.